Hey folks, welcome back to Junking with Junior. We've got to get this junk ready to hit the road. Been driving the truck quite a bit, putting some miles on it, back and forth to work, getting the timing figured out on this truck. Bunch of little stuff, so it just keeps getting smoother by the day. Supercharger is ripping, works awesome, but it's time to log some miles on this truck. We're going on a road trip. We're headed for Holley's LS Fest in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this event. I've wanted to go for years. I finally got the truck that's ready and able to do it. Just a few little things that we have to finish up. I've told you guys before about the air filter that I was running. We've got to upgrade this little wobbly unit. Edelbrock wants to see a 4-inch inlet on here, and we've only got a 3.5 right now, so maybe that means some more horsepower. I don't know. This is the one that Edelbrock actually sends with it, so it has an adapter. So we got this big velocity stack on it here, and we'll see if we can make that fit. We're kind of swinging for the fences here. It's all last minute stuff, my typical lifestyle, you know, not necessarily procrastination, I'd say, but it's just we got a few things to get done before we hit the road. So I got us a aluminum elbow here from Vibrant Performance, and it's actually 120-degree bend. So we're gonna see if this works. It's gonna go right in here and be something like that. We'll have to cut this leg down, and another thing that I have to do is take it to the shop. I don't have a TIG welder here at the house. Maybe one day, it's, you know, future dream. So we're gonna unbolt this factory stuff, get it off here, and do some modifying, bolt some more parts on, whatever we gotta do. This thing just has to be ready to go because it's got some miles ahead of it. We are going to leave Florida. We're headed up through Georgia. We're gonna take some backcountry roads, and before we head to LS Fest in Bowling Green, we're actually gonna make a detour completely out of the way, but while we're halfway close, a place that I've really wanted to go see that powers this truck and it's got the heartbeat in it is Comp Cams. So we're gonna go by there, check out my buddy Brian Pitcher. He's gonna take us on a tour of the place. Can't wait to see all that. Definitely gotta get us some good barbecue while we're in Memphis. That's check that off the bucket list. I'm not sure if I'm more excited about the LS Fest or going to get some Memphis barbecue, but I just can't wait. I'm so excited. So I've got to get to work, get a few things done here. I'm going to get this figured out, and we'll get that bung welded in there tomorrow. And this thing's almost ready. Load up some tools just in case. I'm going to take plenty of tools because I know the more tools I take, in theory, the less I'll need them, and I'm just carrying around dead weight, getting worse fuel mileage. So we'll see how it works. All right, so we got the old air filter off. Went to put on the new Edelbrock one that they sent with the supercharger kit along with the velocity stack, but it's just too big and bulky. We don't have the room for it. Not gonna work the way I want it to anyways. It actually hits the AC back here, and it would have to be angled way down, and it just doesn't look clean to me, so we're not gonna be able to use that. We'll just have to save it for a future project. So instead, we got our 120-degree elbow on there. Cut down the length some because I had a really long leg on it, so we had to trim that down so it would fit. And I had this K&N 4-inch on standby as a backup plan, just kind of having a feeling that we would need it. So that's going to work out really nice. Is it the most ideal air filter? Probably not. I mean, it's going to be hot and under the engine bay, so everybody's going to have an opinion on that. Oh, you need to have a cold air intake. Well, there's nowhere to put anything like that on this truck. There is a hole in the grill support down here, so it is going to get some, you know, decent amount of fresh air through there when we're cruising down the road. And you know, when the heat does come in here, the exhaust heat's going to be pushed out, in at least in my mind anyways. The heat coming in, the fresh air is going to come in here, and it has to get pushed out the bottom. There's nowhere for it to go at the top, even though heat rises. You know, technically when you're driving a vehicle, you are defying physics because we're pushing that heat down, so it does have to work to do that, but I think it'll be okay. We got plenty of room on everything. I do still have to put the sensor in there, so now that we know this fits, got it trimmed down, it works. I've got to get 2 clamps for here. We got one on our filter, and I will get that bung welded in the bottom tomorrow at the shop, and we can throw some paint on there because it's not the best finish on there. I actually thought it was going to be polished, but it's like a brush finish / sand wire wheel kind of thing. I don't know, but it works for me because I didn't really want it to be polished aluminum anyways. It would have kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. So we'll get some paint on that, blend in with everything else, and start loading up some stuff. Take a jug of water just in case. You never need to know if you need to wash your hands. If we are going to have to work on something, we're going to take hand soap, a can of gas just in case. I mean, who knows, folks. We're going on a long haul trip here. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But we're going to go prepared. We're going to have everything we need. After we stop in Comp Cams on Friday. And go on the tour there. We're going to leave there and head for Bowling Green, so that's about a 4-hour ride from there, and then we'll, you know, head for the hotel for the night. I'm sure it might be a little bit like a car show scene out there. I don't know. I'm in for a lot of surprises on this. I've never been to LS Fest before. I've never been to Beach Bend Raceway Park, so a lot of things that are going to be really exciting to see. So you guys stay tuned, and we're going to hit the road next week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.